All right, joining me now is Lauren Livingston, who's the owner of Jungle Houseplant Shop. Lauren, it's so great to have you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell me a little bit more about what Jungle Houseplant Shop is.
Sure. So I started this business a few years ago, and I grow and propagate all of the house plants that I sell and also 3D printed planters. So we help turn your house into a jungle.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so exciting. So we have some stuff in front of us today. What are we diving into? I'm excited.
Sure. So on Thursday, actually, at Brightside Ale Works in Altoona, I'll be hosting a workshop, Houseplants 101, and a repotting
Nice.
demo. So giving you a little sneak peek of that. We'll have nice, easy care houseplants, and I'll show you how to repot them. It's very simple. I mean, it's all just like you pull it out of the pot gently. You make a little bit of a mess along the way. That's okay. And then you gently just scoop a little bit of soil. I'll teach everyone kind of about some different types of soil that are good for different types of house plants that are going to keep them healthiest. But you just kind of gently fill it in with soil there.
Nice.
Tamp it down gently so it still can get airflow to the roots, and then you give it a nice drink of water and it's happy and ready to go.
Okay, is there like a certain level of soil that someone should put in when they're repotting a plant?
Yeah, so generally when you're repotting, you only want to go up 1 or 2 inches in
Okay.
pot size. So
Okay.
then if you do that, you can fill it all the way up to the top if you want. You just want to leave a little bit of maybe like an inch of space at
couple
the top
inches.
for watering.
Okay,
Yeah.
is there anything else people should know? Because I myself, I'm not a big plants person. I've always wanted to get into like keeping my own plants, but they always go dead. So like, what are like the basic things that everybody should know?
Yeah, and this is exactly what we're going to go over on Thursday. So water and light are the two most important things. So you don't want to under or over water. So I'll teach you some ways to avoid that. And then lighting. The bright indirect sunlight is going to be the best for pretty much any plant. But you know, the closer to the window, the more direct sunlight it's going to get, and the lower light, the less it's going to grow. So we'll go over that. And then a few other tips too, how to prevent pests, humidity, even propagating them.
Okay, so you were saying pests and humidity, those can be kind of some big issues. What are some other problems that people might run into if they're keeping a plant?
Sure. So probably the most common thing is under or overwatering, like I mentioned, because you know, if you're not familiar with the plant, if you don't have hundreds of plants like I do, you're probably not used to watering them all the time. So they can leave, if you start noticing the leaves on it going yellow and mushy, that's usually a sign of overwatering, even if it kind of has a rotten smell to it in the soil. And then underwatering would be the leaves can even turn yellow, but they also get brown and crispy, and the soil looks really dry and is pulling away from the edges of the pot. So that's the most common problem that I've seen happen, especially with beginner plant parents. So I want to equip everyone who comes to the class with that information so they feel comfortable and confident going into it.
Yes, and tell me more about that class. What can people expect tomorrow?
Sure. So we'll be at Brightside Ale Works in Altoona from 6 to 8 p.m. There are still tickets available, so you can still join us. We'll start with that Houseplants 101, learning about some basic type of plants, especially easy care plants, those basic care tips, a few little tips and tricks I've learned along the way. And then we'll get into the repotting demo, and you'll get to actually do that hands-on. You'll get to pick your plant and one of these 3D printed planters that I make.
Those are cute. They're very cute.
Thank you.
Well, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much, Lauren. Sounds like tomorrow's going to be really exciting. It was great to have you on.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks so much.